For us, 2015 was really cracking the nut of what we would call cross-screen planning, buying, execution, and measurement. So we did some great work with Nielsen and as well as ComScore and RentTrack right now, where we're bringing in data to understand cross-planning, cross-device planning from TV and digital video, and being able to make the smartest decisions for the total allocation of money. And that's great for the demand side. The other big thing we did is we used that same data set and the opportunity to understand both linear feed and digital video to help the media owners better package their content with their data and sell, measure, and execute the opportunities on behalf of their agencies and brand clients. And for us, that was the big opportunity, true convergence between TV and digital video.
So when you look at like addressable TV specifically,
okay,
and you look at what, you know, I think it's getting to a point where it's more than just a thing. It's like it's something that's actually being acted on now.
Correct.
Where do you see yourself playing a role, and how does Videology help shape that story and kind of possibly even move it forward?
So for addressable TV, we're trying to do two things. The first is for the buy side of the world, provide them the tools to figure out how much should they allocate toward addressable TV, and then within addressable TV, how do they spend it specifically? And then working with the ecosystem partners and the legacy and current new entrants to be able to facilitate that. On the sell side, the question is, how much of my inventory should I make available addressably? How do I price it? How do I sell it? How do I package it with all my other inventory in order to make the most out of my limited, scarce resources? And that's how we're playing on the addressable television industry.
So when you think about the, you know, somewhat a liquidity of premium video, if you're on the publisher side, are you guys tying into what other data sets are informing that decision? How are you helping them to kind of scope the understanding of how they light up addressable versus programmatic, or addressable through via programmatic even?
So one of the most important data sets is understanding how they're currently doing on their current content-based selling. Funnily enough, in order to inform them what to do with addressable, you really need to understand how they're doing their business in their core linear piece. Because you can't just carve off an addressable footprint and say, let's go do it, if it affects your linear advertising schedule delivery. So the real question is, where's the overlap? How do you manage the overlap for a publisher so that you can deliver the expectations that you set with your advertising client? And that's what we're doing a lot of work on right now for publishers.
So when you think about the next, let's say 18 months, do you think that there's an opportunity, or do you think that the industry is ready to start really moving towards that video agnostic kind of sale, where you just buy an audience even inside of context possibly, but outside of the restrictions of a silo of linear versus digital?
I do believe so. What we saw in Q2 of 2015 is that 70+% of the campaigns that we ran on the Videology platform were actually agnostic multi-device campaigns. Now, we acknowledge that this is still a burgeoning industry, but over the next 18 months, we fully believe that more and more of that trend will continue, and addressable TV will become a part of the whole package of linear, data enhanced, addressable, device targetable, over the top, and every other possible thing you can think of.
So with that, when do you think video is just video? Do you have a time, if you had to just kind of swag a time when people just sell video and addressable, programmatic, all these other terms that we use just become selling inventory on video? I
don't think it's the 2016 upfronts, which would start, let's just say, give or take in May, but I do think that the May 2017 upfront negotiations, which would mean the media that runs from October 2017 through September 2018, I think that's going to be the beginning of when people say broadly in our industry, video is video. I think it'll take another cycle.